Interagency Council of Norristown, ICN, is a consortium of organizations and individuals concerned with improving the quality of life and delivery of human services within Greater Central Montgomery County. We bring people together in the region to promote collaboration and cooperation among social service agencies, schools, community groups, local government, and residents. Through this show, ICN presents Making Connections. We will consider a variety of topics that will identify community resources and needs, and will discuss quality of life issues. We'll talk about strategies for strengthening our families, healthy lifestyle choices, and volunteer options. We hope you'll find our show informative and helpful. Today's topic will deal with financial issues and other factors to consider when you're self-employed.
Finance issues affect everyone. In the health and human service world, caseworkers and other professionals encounter many folks with very limited incomes. Frequently, income or lack of it or recent loss of income is at the core of what brings a person or a family to organizations for services. Social workers and other professionals may not understand the complexities of the world of finance and may not be able to offer meaningful guidance to consumers, though I know many of them do try. And so today we're going to talk about banking basics, tips for using financial institutions. We're going to learn about tax preparation and the opportunity to actually save through receiving back some of the federal taxes that you may have paid, and discuss important issues related to self-employment and starting or continuing one's own business. Today I'm joined by Phyllis Mason, the Director of Asset Development at CADCOM. Welcome. I'm glad you're here today. We're going to talk a little bit about taxes. We all pay taxes, and it supports our community. I mean, I think taxes are an important way that we provide police service, schools, of course, roads, bridges, and so on. But we also don't intend to make taxes burdensome for people. And so people with very limited income can have some challenges facing this tax time. Your program, VITA, offers assistance. So tell me more. What is the program and how does it help people with tax preparation?
Okay, well, first of all, Karen, I want to thank you for inviting me to be here to share this information with the public. I've been working on this program for a couple of years, CADCOM, and I just want to explain to the public what that is. It is Montgomery County Community Action Development Commission.
Okay, good.
They've operated the program for at least 8 years, and is a terrific opportunity for families to get their tax refund back, and we do that service for free.
Wow.
So that's the thing that we want to know, the public to know, that instead of paying money to get their taxes done, they can get their taxes done through our agency at no cost. And then we're also able to provide information and credits for the Earned Income Tax Credit.
Okay. So, so low-income people might think, I don't have to pay taxes because I make so little. Or they might be scared because, you know, I'm not going to be able to pay my taxes. I didn't pay enough in. Tell me a little bit about what your tax preparers, you know, can help people understand.
Well, they can help them understand that if they pay taxes, they're entitled to get a refund. For the most part, if you make under $49,000, it's most likely that you're going to get a refund back. And the exciting thing is that if you haven't filed your taxes before, that you can get at least 3 years of back taxes.
Wonderful.
So it's great for people to really focus on coming into the office and make sure that they get their taxes done.
Yeah, yeah, wonderful. Okay, that's great. So you should file.
You should
You're
file.
probably going to get a refund if you do have limited income.
And I also wanted to say that to make the process easy, when they come to get their taxes done, they should bring their photo ID, their Social Security card, and if they've done their taxes before, they bring their last year's tax return. It makes the process go a lot quicker.
Sure, that makes sense. So what is Earned Income Credit, EITC?
EITC. The Earned Income Tax Credit is a special benefit from the government to help those hardworking families have more money in their pocket. Okay. As a matter of fact, our campaign for Montgomery County is called Money in Your Pocket Campaign. because we really want to emphasize to people that it's important to get that extra income to help me make ends meet.
Very good, very good. Yeah, and when people have some funds back, they can save it or they can spend it, and spending it's helpful in the community.
Absolutely. It helps the tax payer, but it also helps the community too. Because if you have that extra money, you're going to pay bills, but you're also going to buy a few treats for yourself too.
Right.
So it's a win-win situation for all of us.
That's great. That's great.
So there are two things that people should know. They should know, first of all, if they have never filed a tax return before, they should do it. You can actually go back 3 years to get your tax return. And so if you have not filed in 3 years, you could get a significant amount of money that would help you, you know, make ends meet. So we want to encourage families.
Wait, so if you have a limited income,
yes,
and you'd qualify for this earned income tax credit, and you failed to file your taxes in the past, rather than getting a penalty, you could go file the taxes and collect this earned income tax credit.
I know, isn't it wonderful?
Wow.
Most people don't know that because people think about taxes, they think, oh, they're going to get a penalty. The only time you get a penalty is if you owe money. If you don't owe money, the money is just sitting there collecting interest. So for those that have not filed their taxes because they're thinking, well, you know, I'm going to owe money or I'm not going to get anything back anyway, it's probably likely that you're going to get money back, because if you owed money, the IRS would be talking to you. They would have
found you already.
They would have found you. So if you haven't heard from them, it's a good idea to come in, you know, to talk to us about getting additional money back, because it, you know, obviously makes a big difference for families.
It certainly does. And, you know, and as I said, I think, you know, we all know that we have to pay taxes, so we have roads and bridges and schools and, you know, important services in our communities. And yet, some people are making a limited amount of money, and the amount that they're paying into taxes becomes a burden. And so for them to be able to have that money back to spend in the local economy or to save is really good for that family and for that individual.
Well, there are 2 points that I want to emphasize about what you just said, Karen. First of all, you know, when families get money back, it's an improvement for them because they have an additional resource, but it's also an improvement for the community too, because those families are going to spend those dollars in that community. So for instance, if you have, you know, $2,000 back, you're going to catch up on your bills a little bit, but you're also going to go shopping. So it really is a great opportunity to not only impact families, but the community that we live in. And so, you know, CADCOM has been doing this for actually it's been 8 years. And the program continues to grow every year. And we want to even get bigger in terms of helping families get additional money back. The other part that I wanted to emphasize is you talked about saving. So when you get your refund back, it's a great time for people to save a little. So we have this concept where we say, spend a little, save a little. And this year, for the first time, the federal government allows us to link a savings opportunity with the U.S. savings bonds with your tax return. So while you're getting your tax return done, you can also say, yes, I want to save a little bit in the form of a U.S. savings bond for future. We have also added a benefit by having local banks open savings accounts on site, and we have about 5 banks that are available to assist us with that.
So there are choices there for people to make. That's wonderful. We're going to have to wrap up, but tell me, where can people, or how can people find out more about this tax preparation assistance?
Okay, the main number to call is our agency at CADCOM. Our people know us as CADCOM, but it's Montgomery County Community Action Development Commission. And that phone number is 610-277-6363. We are part of a Montgomery County Tax Coalition, and through that coalition there are 5 organizations that are part of that. And so we have locations in North Penn, Ambler, Norristown, Willow Grove, and Lansdale. And we can provide those numbers for all of those entities for families to get in touch with people in those areas.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for taking time to talk with us today.
Thank you.